A thin red tie usually indicates somebody who thinks they are a leader, or maybe they really are a leader, or maybe they are just wanting to be a go-getter. Hi, this is Gary Simpson from ZSM015 and today's book review is B Kyne's The Go-Getter, subtitled A Story That Tells You How to Be One. A couple of little things about Mr. Kyne. Peter Bernard Kyne was born in 1880 and he died in 1957. I have to say, and you'll see this in the written information in our membership area, he is a rather, well, I consider him to be anyway, a rather curious looking little fellow, quite a studious person, I think. Just a couple of things before I move on to the book itself. Peter Kyne did what a lot of people did back then. He lied about his age to enlist in the army from 1898 to 1899, just a couple of years, where he served in the Philippines. He then served in World War I, where he rose to the rank of captain. He wrote from 1904 to 1940, and his war experiences served him well as a backdrop for most of his stories. The Go-Getter, I'll just hold it up again, was published by William Randolph Hearst in 1921. I've actually been to Hearst Castle, which is on the, which coast of America is it? It's the west coast, I believe, down the main highway there. I think I have the right person, Hearst Castle. This is a story about a fellow called Bill Peck, who is absolutely, throughout this story, tormented by Captain Ricks over the possession of a blue vase, believe it or not. This book is, I believe, very entertaining. That's what it looks like inside. I'm not going to read any excerpts. Actually, I might read just a little bit off the first page so that you can get a feel for the style of writing, because it won't suit everybody. As I said, it was written back in 1921, or published in 1921. So obviously the style of writing is probably a little bit old-fashioned for some people, but it's interesting. Right, The Go-Getter from first page. Mr. Alden P. Ricks, known in Pacific Coast wholesale lumber and shipping circles as Cappy Ricks, had more troubles than a hen with ducklings. He remarked as much to Mr. Skinner, President and General Manager of Ricks Logging and Lumbering Company, the corporate entity which represented Cappy's vast lumber interests. And he fairly barked the information at Captain Matt Peasley, his son-in-law and also President and Manager of the Blue Star Navigation Company, another corporate entity which represented the Ricks interest in the American Mercantile Marine. So, you can see already there's a hint of nepotism coming into this. Look, I have to say, I enjoyed this. I thought it was a nice little story. As I said, it's not very big. I rated it 7.5 out of 10, and on my check at Amazon.com, there were 129 readers who rated it, and the average score they gave it was 8.4. So you can see it's fairly well enjoyed by a lot of people. Good book, enjoyed it. I think you will too. Like I said, it's written in a fairly old style fashion, but don't let that put you off. This has been Gary Simpson from Zenith Self Mastery.